Is touching down in Kakamega today and are set to hold a major rally at the Bukungu Stadium. Our reporter Jeff Kirui is already there. Jeff, this is not the first time the Jubilee top leadership is campaigning in that part of Western Kenya. So what do we expect from this particular rally?
This is actually the fourth time the Jubilee leadership is actually making entry in Western region, a region where is perceived as a Jubilee, NASA stronghold rather. And of course, today we are expecting the president at this place. This is where they'll be holding a public rally. This is Bukungu Stadium. Remember, 2 weeks ago, the NASA brigade had a rally at this particular stadium. That was their first official launch of their campaigns. And of course, today, the president and the deputy president are also the Jubilee members of parliament and leaders are expected at 10 in the morning to land at Malinya, that is in Kolomani constituency. Remember that Jubilee has a candidate in that particular constituency, that is Bernard Shinale, who is vying for the parliamentary seat under Jubilee ticket. And of course, thereafter they'll be going to Hayega before making their way to Kakamega town, where they will, that is just part of the Meet the People tour. Then after that now is the major rally which is going to be held here. Remember, Kakamega County is the second largest county in Kenya after Nairobi. It has 12 constituencies. Of course, Nairobi has 17 constituencies. And in the last general election, this particular region voted for the NASA principal Raila Odinga and his running mate Kalonzo Musyoka had 303,000 votes. Of course, Musalia Mudavadi, who is now a co-principal in the National Coalition, garnering 144,000 votes. President Uhuru Kenyatta in this particular region had 12,000 votes. And of course, they are trying to make inroad to see if they can at least cut a portion from what is perceived as a NASA opposition stronghold. And remember again that the registered voters in this particular county right now, as per the IEBC numbers, stands at 747,000. Of course, before the voter register audit, which is actually currently ongoing by the KPMG. And of course, there is one gentleman here who is also going to tell us his name and of course, perhaps his expectations regarding this particular rally, the Jubilee rally. Well, karibu sana, tueleze majina yako na matarajio yako kuhusiana na ziara ya rais katika jimbo hili la Magharibi.
Naitwa Jason Mukungu. Natoka area ya kule Manyulia chini Kakamega South. Na expect kwamba rais akisha kuja hapa hivi atatupatia miradi ambayo haijawahi timia hapa. Mradi wa kwanza kabisa ambao tuna expect sisi kama Jubilee supporters Western ni ya kwamba vijana wetu hawajapewa nafasi ya kupata appointments katika ministry za serikali. Katika ministry za serikali ukiangalia hata katika magazeti shortlisted people utapata kwamba wengi wa vijana wetu they are not among them. Jambo la pili, appointments za vijana katika National Youth Service tumepata nafasi ambayo ni very very limited. Tuna vijana humu ambao wamefanya form 4, wengine na C minus, na ambao wanaweza kupewa nafasi hizo wakapata training. Tunajua National Youth Service iko na training ambazo they are not paid for, na pia wanaweza peana huduma katika taifa kama vile vijana wengine. Asante.
Na labda jimbo hili limetajwa kuwa ni ngome ya upinzani NASA. Kwa mtizamo wako, sijui unafikiria vipi kuhusiana na hili?
Siwezi sema ni ngome la upinzani kwa sababu ukiangalia wakati huu saa hii ni mwezi wa Juni na kura itakuwa Julai. Na nikikwambia sasa kutoka tuseme huko Huisero ambapo mimi natoka, saa hii tuko na watu 5,000 and over supporters wa Jubilee registered with the Jubilee party number. Na hiyo recruitment inaendelea na watu wengi wameanza kuonyesha interest. Watu wengi wameona kwamba wanahadaiwa na upinzani. Na hapa tumekaa upinzani kwa miaka mingi since 1992, na hiyo imefanya kwamba in the near future sisi hatutakuwa na watu ambao wanakula pension ya serikali because hatuna appointments za watu katika idara za serikali, na hiyo ni kusema in 35-40 years to come tutakosa wazee kwa pension, tutakuwa na shida sana kutokana hata ya saini afadhali.
Asante sana. Well, Michelle, there you have. That is just a resident from Wisero, which is in Kakamega County. And preparations are actually underway as we speak now. And if my cameraman can focus here, as it is now, supporters are slowly streaming into this stadium. Remember that this rally is expected to kick off as from 12 noon. And of course, it's still 2 hours away from that particular time. And as we can see right now, the supporters, Jubilee supporters in this particular county are streaming in. And the dais, actually, it's actually set as we speak now. We are seeing that people from the presidential advance team have actually made their way here, and of course there are arrangements, and of course just to make sure that everything is good to go by the time the president is arriving here. And there is another gentleman here who is going to tell us his name, and of course the expectation now being that this is a fourth rally where the president is actually making in the western region, a region which is perceived to be an opposition stronghold. Of course that is as part of the 2013 general election. Asante sana, karibu KTN News. Tueleze jina na matarajio yako ya leo.
Kwa majina ni Mayabi Samuel, mimi ni mkaji wa Kakamega, nasoma most. Mimi ni kijana na natarajia siasa itakuwa siasa poa juu we are in the government, and we as youth we are supporting the government because we believe that when we are in the government we are after the education. The government can as well create job for us because we are learning and we are hoping to be employed in the future. So what I can tell people is that as long as we stay in the government has good things for us. So mi nasema tu tukija wote kama vijana, wazee wote to support Jubilee, to support Uhuru Kenyatta.
Well, youth have been actually mentioned to be an influential part of the society, and of course politicians have been actually accused of using youth to cause chaos and the stuff. I don't know, what is your call to the youth out there?
It's not that way. It's not really that one, because there are some of the youth which are not being used by the, let me say, the opposition. The opposition is not using the youth in any way. Maybe these are some of the youth which are being used, or they are being blackmailed by some of the other people who are in the opposition. But as a person, or on my own stand, I can say that we youth, we are not being used.
What do you expect the president to address, now you being a youth, in terms of youth agenda?
I think maybe the president should talk of something about what he has for we as youth. He should tell us what he's planning for the youth, because we are youth and we are growing up. So he has to tell us something he has for us in the coming years. Now that we want to re-elect him, we want him to tell us something he's going to do for us, things he's going to do for the youth.
In your own opinion, as the government met up to his expectation in terms of the youth agenda?
You know, according to me, I believe that Jubilee has done already its part, but I feel that I can re-elect Jubilee to continue the work it's doing.
Well, there you have it, Michelle. That is a youth in this particular county, a student at the Masinde Muliro University. And of course, today we are expecting the president here. And after here, we are going to the rally, which is expected, where the president is expected to address at Malinya in Kolomani constituency. Back to you, Michelle.
All right, and Jeff, just before I let you go, let's focus on the fact that at the beginning of this month, the opposition NASA also launched their campaigns at this very stadium, that is the Buhungu Stadium in Kakamega. But they did make several promises, sending a very clear message to Jubilee that that region was under their control. So what key priority issues do we expect Jubilee to campaign on in Kakamega to woo voters from there?
Well, Michelle, the main focus of the Jubilee administration has been the revival of development problems. One of them is actually the bailing out of the Mumias Sugar Company. Of course, Uhuru Kenyatta commissioning, or rather bailing it out at a cost of 2 billion shillings. And of course, those are just some of the highlights on the development agenda of the Jubilee government in this particular region. Remember also, in this particular region, not necessarily the Kakamega County, there was also the revival of the pan paper industry. in Webuye. And those are just some of the highlights the president is expected actually to point out as their development record. And of course, there is a road actually which is expected to be launched in this particular region. Those are just some of the issues which the president and of course the deputy and all the Jubilee brigade are expected to touch on, just to make an effort to who the residents of this region who are perceived to be NASA supporters, of course, based on the 2013 outcome of the general election. Michelle.
All right, many thanks, Jeff Kirui. They're live from Bukungu Stadium in Kakamega. More of that to follow.